Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, today we're going to play with the fairies and we're going to do a Celtic cross. So I've got the fairy tarot cards, Oracle of the Fairies, and I've got the romance angels. Okay, now I've got the Little Mermaid cup today, but what I noticed was on the other side it says under, instead of saying under the sea, it says under the tea. But I don't drink tea, okay, so that's not relevant for me. But this bit, under the tea, I was looking, I thought, that reminds me a bit of like under the thumb. Who's under the thumb? Okay. That has just caught my attention. Okay, oh, we've got the Hermit on the bottom here. I've got the radio on in the background. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit distracting. Okay, I'll leave it for the time being. The Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. Under Divine's thumb. Okay. Let's have a look and see. Midweek. I'm sure it's freedom playing in the background. Freedom. Okay, George, you have to go down just for a minute. Oh, I've turned it right down. Oh, that's okay. Hello, Divine Feminine. This is what we're talking about, the Divine Feminine today. Okay, so the topic of discussion is the Divine Feminine. Reward yourself for all your hard work. Being happily and successfully self-employed and cherishing your time alone. Okay. Now, let's have a look at any challenges then. Is it the Divine Feminines that's got the challenge? Or is she the challenge? Life experience. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. It's the Tower. Okay, so I'm not sure whose challenge this is. Because we have the Divine Feminine here. Looks like she's enjoying her time alone. Happily and successfully self-employed. Reward yourself for all your hard work. Okay, what's gone on in the past? I want to say the beginning of the week for the Divine Feminine. Why is my belly rumbling really loud? Okay, the Dreamer. Ah, Divine Feminine, you've been dreaming. This Tower here, because I felt, okay, if maybe you're finding that you can't really reward yourself or you don't feel like you're being rewarded for all your hard work, being happily and successful, like as in being an entrepreneur, that might not be there just yet. Cherishing your time alone, I think that's the key. Once you learn to cherish your time alone, it's like all your dreams and wishes and rewards will come in. It does feel like you've been working on this since autumn. As soon as it's the 9 of autumn, I saw the pumpkin. And I can see some nice like Victoria plums here. Okay. In the past, it looks like you've really been working on your manifestations. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure and trust yourself. So I felt like the Tower was a shift in direction for the Divine Feminine. So I feel like we're talking about the Divine Feminine being able to reward herself for all her hard work. So she's definitely been putting in the effort. And reaping the rewards of her labour. Okay. The Dreamer, embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure and trust yourself. So if you're resonating with this and you're a Divine Feminine that really has kind of asserted themselves within their mission work, they started to get the ball rolling. It looks like there's or should we have a look? Looks like there could be a nice reward coming in for you guys. Life experience. Let's have a look at the current energy. 8 of Summer. Okay, so you left the past in the past. The desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. Okay, so I'm feeling maybe over the beginning of the week, you know, well, seeing as she's got the tower in the background here, it's like she's walked away from the drama. That was the challenge for the Divine Feminine. And it's like when she embraced her true purpose, she realised her worth and also her mission here, taking that leap of faith. And we're at the 8 of summer. Want a new adventure. Okay, why have I put the life experience in the past position? Maybe we've learned a lot over the last few days. Okay. So the 8 of summer. Divine Feminine, she's packed. She's off. She's coming out of the woods here. She's coming into the clearing. Ah, she's been doing her clearing. Okay. She'll look into the future. Let's say the rest of the week for the Divine Feminine. Definitely things are turning, Divine Feminine, in your favour. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. How about that? Someone fancy travelling? Why does this one want to come as well? Okay. So this is looking into, I wanted to say like the rest of the week. I felt more like Rumpelstiltskin, like spinning gold. Okay. And we've got this one, the 5 of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. I'm slightly picking up the masculine's energy here. And I feel that that's because the Divine Feminine, she's cherishing her time alone. So she's kind of walked away from the burden of the connection. The masculine here could be struggling a little bit, guys. I feel like as the Divine Feminine's like, she's reaping what she sowed, so is the Divine Masculine. Which is a lack mentality for the Divine Masculine, where it's a prosperous, abundant mentality with the Divine Feminine. Okay. So things are turning. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel, and reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. And I feel it's the masculine here. Now, she looks like the Hermit that I saw at the bottom of the deck, where it said find or become a mentor. This could be the masculine really feeling like he wants to reach out to the Divine Feminine. He's feeling the lack here. Where the Divine Feminine looks like she's going to be feeling really abundant and prosperous. 5 of Autumn, the Wheel. Should we have a look at what assistance is going on behind the scenes? The 2 of Autumn. Now, the 2 of Autumn is normally the masculine. I always feel he looks like a bit of a clown, or I don't know. He's juggling, but it's his hat. It always makes me either look like a condom, or okay, so he could have been acting a bit like a dickhead, or I just feel like it's a dunce hat. So he's kind of like juggling this. Ooh, I'm not sure. You know, things are choppy. He's finding it hard to get his balance with that infinity symbol. 2 of Autumn here. It says bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs. An exceptional talent for multitasking. So I feel like the masculine needs to get a grip, really. He needs to get a grip. That's it. Okay. Look at all these orbs. First of all, I thought they were flowers, but they're like kind of orbs. We'll find out a bit more about this. Because this is spiritual assistance, what's assisting behind the scenes that we're not aware of. So this fun, I feel for the Divine Feminine, bring fun into everything you do, an exceptional talent for multitasking, and then we have this juggling multiple priorities or jobs. So I feel like the Divine Masculine's really, he's had the contrast now. So he's kind of experienced what it's like maybe to be the Divine Feminine. So he's had loads to juggle and multitasking. And if he sees the Divine Feminine doing this kind of with grace, he's looking at the Divine Feminine as an example to follow. So with contrast comes clarity. Shall we have a look and see how you're feeling? I'm not sure who it's going to come up with. Let's have a look. How are you feeling about yourself? Ego. Well, the guilt's been burnt. I feel the feminine may have done this. And it's like now the Divine Masculine needs to do it. He needs to let go of the past and all the guilt and shame and his ego. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. It's a devil card here for the masculine. I do feel like the feminine's maybe already done it. Divine Masculine here, you can actually see what's on his scroll, which is guilt. On his scroll, so maybe you can just read it on his face. It's like he's riddled with guilt. You need to burn that. Guilt, that's soul destroying. You don't need to carry that around with you. Okay. How is this affecting others? What, this guilt, this look of guilt? I'm definitely feeling as if the Divine Masculine is looking, he has a guilty conscience. He's jumpy. That's why the Two of Autumns here. He's jumpy. His guilty conscience has made him really jumpy. He just wants to hide his face. So he's kind of observing the Divine Feminine not doing this, and she's carrying on. She's kind of let go of the guilt. It's like she's over it. So behind the scenes, the Divine Masculine is being helped to find his balance here. Let's have a look at how this is affecting others then. It's like this guilty look. The Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused and impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The Prince of Winter is a stalker card. How this is affecting others. The Divine Masculine, you might have people watching what you're doing. And they're trying to seek out an intellectual solution to or find an answer to why you're behaving like this. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Divine Masculine, you're feeling very impulsive. A guilty conscience. This person's determined and focused to find out what's up with you, Divine Masculine. Okay. I don't feel it's your Divine Feminine. Should we have a look at any hopes or fears that are on the table? Strength. That's the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine together. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness and time to embrace how wonderful you are. I did wonder with the ego being burnt here with the masculine, and then someone, I felt that intellectual was the Divine Masculine. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes, and I feel the Divine Masculine feels like he's being left behind. So he could be acting impulsively now. He's definitely being watched. It's like he knows what he needs to do. If the guilt's been dropped, then his whole persona could have changed. He could become quite loving but strong. So the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. I do want to say he has become self-centered within his life. And I don't really mean that in a bad way. He's managed to center himself. Others could look at him as being quite selfish and self-centered, just taking care of his own needs. He needs to because he's very unbalanced. And he has been carrying a lot of guilt and shame. So once that's surrendered and released from the Divine Masculine's, let's say, aura, and he's let that go, feels very much let bygones be bygones. he will take back power and control of his life, because he's let go of this this blockage. We've got the Three of Autumn. It's about working in partnership with like-minded people. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So I felt, because it said here it's not a good time to make career changes. Oh, that was the Five of Autumn for the masculine. Poor timing for a career change. I feel that's because he's going to be an entrepreneur. A career change, it's like, no, it's like he has untapped talents that he's very aware of that he needs to tap into now. So whatever he thought his passion was, it's not. This could be causing a bit of conflict, maybe. That's why he's being, like, watched. Because I feel like he's picked up the dreamer energy here. I kind of did put it in place of the Tower. So the Divine Masculine, I believe, could be dreaming. Following his passions, regardless what anyone says. That's why he might be coming across as being quite self-centered, selfish. As in, he's doing what's best for him. What he knows that he's going to be in joy. He wants to be in joy, working in joy. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. And being compensated for your creative talents. So the Divine Masculine, he has hope regarding the future. The future him. Let's have a look at the outcome. It's 1001. The Five of Winter. The Divine Masculine's walking away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness and something that's not worth the effort. So, whoever this was that was watching him and maybe trying to guide him, it's definitely a lack mentality for the masculine. He's been enlightened. Look at all this lilac around him. All those snowballs. It's like it all just snowballed. Just got bigger and bigger. I feel like the masculine just kept accumulating more and more. And he was like stuck in the middle. That's all I can see is like a big snowball that started off quite small and everything's just snowballed out of control. And it's just been picking up all this debris along the way as it's been like on a roll. Pyramid there. My masculine's in there, self-centered. He's in the core. You want to be careful when he breaks out because he's going to like throw all those snowballs back at them people. That's what I feel. I feel it's just toxic energy he's been picking up from others that's clung to him. What's the bottom of the deck? Ace of Summer. That's beautiful. Here comes love. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. And that's what I feel the masculine's had. That looks a beautiful scene there, look. Feels like there's magical healing waters. Want to dip your toes in it? I do. Okay. Just wondering if we should clarify. I haven't really thought about that part. We can go with the Psychic Tarot and we'll clarify each section. These don't have characters in them, but they do have the Chakra cards. But they don't have the court cards within the Psychic Tarot. Okay. So if we're talking about someone being under the thumb, I don't feel that they are going to be for much longer. Right, okay. Let's look at the Nine of Autumn. Let's see what the Divine Feminine, what's going on with you here? Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wet, to take it from me. As we talk about the sacral chakra. That's your sexual energy. Or your creative energy, okay? You can use that sexual energy, put it into passionate projects. You do want to tap into that sacral chakra energy. It inspires you. Okay. Nine of Autumn. Choose wisely. Let's have a look and see what a bit more into this. I'm in no rush today. It's nice and early. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, the sun is out, and it's going to be an awesome day. Nine of Autumn. Let's have a look at this. Okay, Divine Feminines. Ah, that's what it says here. Ah, you're going to be rewarded. Maybe I'll have a nice new haircut or something. It's time to reward yourself for your wonderful achievements. You've accomplished a great deal, and you deserve a little relaxation, nurturing and peace. Enjoy the fruits of your labours. Do something that feels truly luxurious and self-loving. You've worked very hard. It's healthy to honour yourself in some small or large way as an incentive to keep your forward progress going. After all, you earned it. So treat yourself, Divine Feminine, if you can. Small, large, doesn't matter, but you deserve it. And it helps you to keep going. Okay, so you have to treat yourself, reward yourself. Otherwise you just feel it's all been pointless. Big fly. I feel like something's itching me. Where's this big fly? Can you go back out? That's it, there's the window. You're a big one. Are you a fly? Oh, you must be a fly. You don't sound like a wasp. Okay, you buzz around in here for a bit then. The window is open. Just look at his bloody bit of hair here. A very successful fairy enjoys the beautiful music from her harp, while the fruits of her labour ripen around her. Additional meanings of this card: being happily self-employed, creating a beautiful environment, enjoying the finer things in life, and cherishing your time alone. Now, Divine Masculine, we've got you with Choose Wisely. I feel it is you. It looks very masculine hand. It looks like a masculine figure that's meditating here. And you're being shown the right direction to go in. Follow the light. Straight ahead. Is it second star to the right and straight on till morning? Well, I don't know. Is that what it is? Choose wisely, Divine Masculine. This is what it looks like we're talking about for you guys today. This card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there's a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power. You feel like you've got no choice, like you're being pressurised, okay? This card reminds you that you have options. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power. But in reality, you're in control and responsible for all the choices you make. Take time to think, analyse, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Wow, Divine Feminine's there. Such an itchy nose. 10:10, that's the time. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured. And don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. Okay, what's going on, Divine Masculine? You're the one that seems to be unsettled. Let's read the Tower first, life experiences. I feel it's for both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Let's just have a look, because the feminine female, okay, let's just put this hair forward. It just, okay. The feminine here seems to be holding the Divine Masculine's arm. Let's have a look at life experience. This is the Tower card, guys. Change can be disconcerting, but it doesn't have to be something to fear. You're loved by the divine, and whatever new opportunities come your way are meant to make your life richer and more fulfilling. Ask God, the angels and the fairies to provide signs that will lead you toward everything that's vibrant and uplifting. Keep your eyes on the future. What transitions do you see coming? How might you plan and prepare in order to continue on your path to happiness? If you watch the skies for coming... Can we get this out? If you watch the skies for coming challenges, then you can weather any storm and move on to new, exciting, peaceful horizons. Our fairy friends stand before the tour of St. Michael, ready to pray for guidance and direction about the next step to take. I feel like the Divine Feminine's kind of got this knack now. She's following her guidance, but she's kind of, her hands on the Divine Masculine here, just kind of reassuring him to do the same. Pray for guidance. Our fairy friends stand before the tour of St. Michael, ready to pray for guidance and direction about the next step to take. Additional meanings of this card: the need for significant change, spiritual awakening, seeing the truth, releasing belief systems that no longer work for you, and wake-up calls. Okay. Movement, choices and decisions, Divine Masculine. It really does look like this is like your step. It's your step to take, is movement, choices and decisions. So Two of Pentacles again. So it looks completely different again than what the figure on the Rider-Waite does when he's doing a juggling act. So you're at a standstill here. Look at all these arches you've got. What's in there? Money, wedding rings, there's new growth there, and there's blue skies and white fluffy clouds. Same card, your challenge. Two of Pentacles. This card indicates a time of movement. Significant changes and choices must be made. With hard work, great effort and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you, whether they concern money, business decisions, or other projects. It's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move towards your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. Well, seeing as it's with the Tower, the changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. Okay. Right then, Divine Masculine. We have the Divine Feminine who is in the dreamer state. She's in the full energy. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure and trust yourself. So the Divine Feminine, she looks like she's free. Let's read. 'Cause I'm free to do what I want any old time. The first step in making any dream come true is to believe. Happiness and self-confidence begin with an act of faith. You were given your dreams for a reason. Believe in yourself. What's holding you back? Release your fears and make a decision to follow your heart's desire. Your heart's desires. You drew this card because you're guided to fulfill your life purpose. The fairies ask you to do so joyfully and playfully. Begin your personal transformation by telling supportive people of your intentions. When we verbally express our plans, we become more fully committed to moving forward. The voicing of our hopes helps us have the courage of our convictions and bring about real change. Our female dreamer stands at the base of the mountain atop of which sits the Glastonbury Tor. So here's the masculine at the top, praying for guidance. Okay. And for the next step, the Divine Feminine's down there waiting at the bottom of the mountain. Okay. Our female dreamer stands at the base of the mountain, atop of which sits the Glastonbury Tor, a sacred tower dedicated to mighty Archangel Michael. This is symbolic of beginning your journey, with the long climb upward being guided and protected by God and Archangel Michael. I feel that you might be meeting the masculine halfway here. Here come down and you go up. Okay, additional meanings of this card. Time for a fresh start, being open to new ideas, beginning a new adventure, taking a risk, no limits, embracing your true purpose. The Divine Feminine's off, but she's made the decision to. She's got the confidence here. Excuse me. I'm not sure why they were saying for her to go up. I feel like she's just kind of come down. It did take me to the tunnel, the 3D, okay, and then you have the 4D tunnel, and then you've got the 5D. It's like the feminine comes down the tunnel into the, like from the spiritual realms, okay, connecting Christ consciousness and bringing that down. And the masculine then kind of steps into the 4D tunnel when they meet. That's kind of what it did take me to, but let's have a look at what the Psychic Tarot wants to say. Firm foundations. So it's not the same story for the Divine Masculine. The bottom here wants to be looked at. Okay, material harvest. It's the Divine Feminine's card, the Nine of Pentacles. He doesn't seem to be very abundant. It's like definitely this lack here. Material harvest. That doesn't look like a lot. In the Divine Masculine's eyes, because we've got firm foundations and trapped in fear. So he's really been trying to find his stability over like the beginning of the week here. But he's definitely trapped. I'm not going to read the material harvest. Let's turn that over. I will have a look at the firm foundations because it's talking about the base chakra. Okay. So now we've got the Four of Pentacles. This card denotes that you have already or are currently working towards establishing a solid foundation. I'm going to say that you really need to think about working towards that because you're trapped in fear about it. So this card denotes that you have already or are currently working towards establishing a solid foundation in the material world. Using good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters will assist you in laying a firm groundwork. By doing so, security will have a better chance of building in the future. The material power that's now around you can either be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how you respond to it. Divine Masculine, you're really coming up with a lack mindset here, where the Divine Feminine is coming up with a very prosperous, abundant mindset. I want to have a look at that. Like, make it your top priority. Don't let your current position determine who you are. Remember to give back and prime the pump of prosperity, for true spiritual and material wealth is as much about giving as it is receiving. Seek proper investment advice and realise that you don't have to hold on to your possessions too tightly. Just be flexible and allow things to continue to flow. You need to be flexible, Divine Masculine. Okay. You got trapped in fear. Well, you was trapped in fear. It says you're working on this now. So you might not have been. Okay. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilised and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. But that can't bend it more. Under pressure. Not under pressure. Only the pressure that you're putting onto yourself. Eight of Summer, Divine Feminine. The Eight of Cups. Where are you off to? Let's find out. Off to Neverland. Where's the summer in here? We're looking for the summer. In the summertime when the weather is fine. Okay. This card represents a decision to leave a situation that's no longer in your highest good. You've made this choice on your own. It hasn't been pushed upon you. It may seem challenging, or it may seem like a wonderful relief, perhaps even an adventure. You can take small daily steps until the changes you desire are in place. Or you can move much more quickly. The most important thing is that you evaluate your situation honestly and openly, and then move towards happiness. Don't worry, you're ready. The fairy has packed up her belongings and has chosen a new path for herself. A beautiful dawn awaits her. Additional meanings of this card: a relocation or job change, a turning point, leaving home, searching for deeper truths, spiritual growth, realising there's more to life than meets the eye. And they're off. Oh my goodness, feel like we're at the races now. Okay, I feel like the runner and chaser might have just, I feel like the Divine Masculine might be chasing the Divine Feminine now. I don't think she's running away, but she's walking. I don't know, it depends how quickly she's going. She's ready to go. Truth. And then we have the Divine Masculine here at Judgment, so it's like Judgment Day for the Divine Masculine. The Truth card. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening. Clarity, I said the contrast will bring clarity. Without it, there is none. Okay, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. Shit. So this has definitely had a knock-on effect with the Divine Masculine. It's like he's got the call. I think the call says your Divine Feminine, she's gone. He's like, shit. That's what it feels like. It feels like shit. I thought she would wait for me forever. And it's like, no. So now, what does he do? I feel like he's a chaser. He's got to chase down the Divine Feminine now and put in the effort. Okay. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life, but don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realised and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. Wow, Divine Masculine. So, I think that deep down you were hoping she would wait forever, but I think you knew she wouldn't. You knew that this time would come, Divine Masculine. Looks like it's right upon you now. Okay, so whatever choice you make, whether you go and you chase your Divine Feminine or you stay where you are, think wisely. There's going to be long-term consequences for that you wouldn't even be aware of. It's not saying that's good or bad, but it's kind of saying if you don't choose it, this is definitely an opportunity for delivery of the divine inheritance. But it's like it's a joint. The delivery is coming. The Divine Feminine's being rewarded, but there's a big, massive reward waiting in the shadows. Cleaning up the Truth card. We're just scratching the surface of things. Wow. There might be a lot to disclose. Disclosure. Okay, let's have a look at this wheel. Because we've got two now moving into the future. So Divine Feminine, delays are over and sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. Sounds good to me. So we've got the 10 here, the wheel. Delays are over and it's time to get moving again. The fairies are setting the stage for a magical time coming up for you that will allow you to make some hoped for changes. This card heralds happy synchronicities, fortune smiling on you, and all around good luck. Remember that the fairies may have gotten things started, but you have to keep the momentum going. Okay, so Divine Feminines, don't stop now. You're in the dreamer mode. Okay, your expectations are very positive. Your sudden movement forward may bring with it the need to do a little more research. If you are compelled to seek out answers to unanswered questions, do so with speed and optimism. Surround yourself with positive people who can cheer you on and who applaud your success. A fairy sits at a spinning wheel, creating beautiful strands of gold. However, in this case, the magic of the wheel creates waves and waves of golden hair for the fairy, a very personal symbol of the prosperity that is to come. Additional meanings of this card: new doors opening, a lucky break, the forces of positive change, so keep those attitudes of yours positive, making progress, staying optimistic about your plans, and what goes around comes around, a new car or travel. Now, Divine Masculine, what comes around goes around. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. I'm going to read this one, and I'm just going to get the one psychic tarot for both cards. I do have the intention normally not to read so much, but hey, I do like the messages and how they bring them together. Okay, the Five of Autumn. Divine Masculine. When times feel challenging to you, there's always a way to receive help. Ask for divine guidance. God, the angels and the fairies are continuously nearby, awaiting your request for assistance. Help can just suddenly appear and provide you with what you need. Look for signs regarding how to proceed next. Magical messages appear at every turn, in every moment of every day, if only you ask for them to be made clear. By focusing on the negative or the things in your life that make you unhappy, you set yourself on the path for more difficulties to arise. These are called self-fulfilling prophecies. Keep your thoughts positive and focused on that which you do want. A little boy fairy has the wisdom to ask for help when he needs it. Divine Masculine. Do you have the wisdom to ask your Divine Feminine for help if you need it? Additional meanings of this card. Feeling challenged by money issues, poor timing for a career change, and believing that you're alone when you're not. You've got health concerns as well. Okay. Whenever you're ill, sick, you need to check your happiness levels. It's the first thing you need to check with any issues. Even like that bad shit, that bad luck that comes your way. First thing you should really check in on is, well, what's my attitude like? Am I happy? And if you're not, then you know why you're attracting that shit to your life. Let's get a psychic tarot. Do you have the wisdom, Divine Masculine, to ask for help? The crown chakra. Wow. So here's your awareness. Now, it has mentioned quite a few times that you need to connect with the divine for them to guide you on your next step. It's the only it's the only guidance that you can trust. And you have to expect that everything's been lined up for you. You're not asking for the guidance, are you? It's like you don't want to take that next step, but you need to take a next step. So you need to ask for the guidance. Okay, you're stuck. Let's look at the crown chakra here. All I can see is the keywords are, I know. You're stuck, I know. The colour is violet. I said about all this violet being around you here, didn't I? This is your outcome, okay? I'm just going to... I can read you. I just think it's quite funny. The colour is violet. The sound is none. Or can be used. The element is thought. The gland is pineal. And the keywords are... No, not are. The keywords, I know. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus. Oh, I noticed that here, look. I said it was a lovely, it looked like a lovely scene here of all the lotus flowers here. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the centre of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's a connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown centre is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breathwork, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture and colour therapy work best. When properly When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. Okay. Guys, I am offering the chakra alignments reading at quite a good price. Check out the details in the description box because the prices are changing on the 1st of June. I haven't got many days left, so if you want to get yourself aligned at that price, now's the time. Okay, crown chakra. Let's have a look at behind the scenes here. The Two of Autumn. What assistance is helping? Well, it's definitely helping to balance out the masculine's energy. You're quite capable of handling many things at once. Your ability to multitask and still do outstanding work offers you ample opportunities for the future. Yes, it can also be exhausting if you're not enjoying. Yet. It can also be exhausting if you're not enjoying what you're doing. Make everything you do joyful. You can balance work with play if you seek out the fun in every moment. Even if the pleasures are small in relative terms, they can lead to greater and greater happiness. The law of attraction sees you being playful and delivers to you more and more fun. Find the humour in your situation and your concerns will fade away. A beautiful fairy attempts to keep many magic balls. Oh, they're balls, I thought they were orbs. Well, they're orbs. A beautiful fairy attempts to keep many magic balls in the air at once. She's doing a fair job, but where's the fun? Additional meanings of this card: juggling multiple priorities or jobs, accomplishing more than you dreamed of, handling all the details, making big changes in your career. Psychic Tarot. Solitude, that's what's going on with the Divine Feminine. She is in the Hermit. Studying, learning, working on her craft. There's a clean page there. I feel like she's here really with this nice clean chapter. And I feel that she'll only stay there in the Hermit mode for not too long now. She'll close that book, get up and walk away. So I'm not really sure who she's actually sitting there showing that to. I suppose it feels a little bit like just in case anyone's watching. She's not sure. But there's definitely a clean page here that she's going to write on. Or, I was going to say allow Divine to help her to write. Co-creation here. What's going on behind the scenes? Stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honoured and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. The Solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some alone time to commune with your soul, and also to give the power of spirit the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. So I spoke about meeting the Divine Masculine halfway, the Divine Masculine meeting the Divine Feminine halfway, and I feel that that's what's going on behind the scenes. That's not going to be, it's like a wake-up call for the Divine Masculine, just to prepare him that the Divine Feminine, if you don't meet her halfway, then she's going to assume that you're not coming and she's going to get up and walk away. So converse your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. When it comes to moments of quiet, inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity. It's the quality that counts. The soul constantly draws to itself what it needs in order to learn and grow. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her own experiences, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. The Hermit. Okay. Divine Feminine, you still need to stay within the moment and enjoy. Enjoy the moment. So we have the Divine Masculine behind the scene, the ego is being burnt. Okay, so we have the Devil here. "58 minutes. What's the book? It's right now. This is how you're viewing yourself, and I picked up really it's the Divine Masculine. It could be the Divine Feminine, like saying to the Divine Masculine, you need to burn that guilt now. Happiness can be elusive if you're not clear on your own priorities, motivations and behaviours. Taking time for self-reflection allows you the opportunity to experience great personal epiphanies and practice self-forgiveness. See the truth of who you are. Release those aspects that no longer serve you. Let go of guilt, fear and blame. Have compassion for yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you for being divinely perfect in this moment. Detox from harmful foods, substances or people. Confront your fears and release yourself from any limitations or self-imposed traps. Give yourself permission to be free. Our fairy friends stand before a traditional Celtic Beltane fire, a springtime sacred ceremony to release the old. That is guilt, fear, blame, and other products of the ego, and welcome the new. Additional meanings of this card: determining what is the cause and what is the symptom. Placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry, dependency or addiction. Let's go to the Psychic's Hammer. Okay. Emotionally withdrawn. Emotional withdrawal. You've got the Eight of Cups, Divine Masculine. Same as the Divine Feminine, she's got that within the truth. Look at the difference in your cards. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect and heal. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 represents infinity. Since all I can see is that infinity symbol with the Two of Pentacles now. Number 8 represents infinity, passion, control and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful, undiscovered territory. Now you're being watched. You could be being judged, made to feel guilty, about you being self-centered. The Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused and impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Hey Jasp, how you doing, darling? Just had a nice long drink, didn't you? Okay. How this is affecting others. The Princess, Oh, sorry, it's not the princess. Sorry, it's the prince. Okay. He moves like a flash of light. Does he now? When the Prince of Winter shows up, you know that you're in for some very quick action. His mind moves as fast as his sled, and he can instantly assess a situation, allowing him to get right to work. When he is on a mission, you may as well stand back and let him take charge, because he will, whether or not. It doesn't say whether or not, okay, well, it does, but when he's on a mission, you may as well stand back and let him take charge, because he will, whether you want him to or not. So the Divine Masculine here, I want to say, is, doesn't matter Divine Feminine, it's keep going. The Divine Masculine will catch up with you if he's feeling that way inclined. Okay, so if he's following the signs, he'd just catch up with you. He'll move quicker than that. So you don't have to wait around for him, he's been told. He is idealistic, decisive, focused and determined. He can also be a little impulsive and undiplomatic. So if this prince enters your arena, see if you can't get him to pause for just a moment of reflection to make sure his plan really is sound. The fairy moves swiftly through the snowy forest. He loves the thrill of the ride, but is he really watching where he's going? So clumsy yesterday. I mean, like, seriously clumsy. I have quite a bad scratch down my leg, which I done with my own fingernail. I fell over a couple of times, banged myself. I'm a bit bruised today, to be honest. I actually stopped and rest. It was like, okay, can we just calm down now? So clumsy. The amount of things I trod on, being barefooted. Anyway. So, pause. Reflect. I feel like the divine's actually causing the Divine Masculine. When it said here, so if this prince enters your arena, see if you can't get him to pause for just a moment of reflection to make sure his plan really is sound. I feel there could be a bit of a panicky energy here with the masculine. Feeling the need to really want to move quite quickly. Maybe talk because my I don't know what I was going to call it. My throat chakra feels very, very tickly. Very tickly. Okay. Additional meanings of this card: believing strongly in your mission, fighting for justice, sudden or unexpected changes, intellectual solutions to your problems. Oh, we've got another long reading. Fulfillment of wishes for the Divine Masculine and recognition and reward. I'm getting to the point where I don't really want to read anymore. Yeah, we get the idea. Hi, darling. Don't you not think we need to read anymore? Can you come onto my lap? Hey. I agree. I'm kind of done with the reading now. Okay. Fulfillment of wishes and recognition and reward. So it's really up to the Prince of Winter here. Whether or not he's going to charge in and chase that down. Hopes or fears is the Strength card, which is the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, together. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. And then working in partnership, follow your passions where it comes, or when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So there's definitely a compensation here for the Divine Masculine if he takes action and movement. Jas, can you stop? Just, you can clean on the floor. You can clean on the floor. You can do loads down there rather than just in this small little space here. Yeah? Yeah, I know, you're probably not going to be too happy, but hey, that's the way it goes. Thanks. Let's have a look at the hopes or fears. Obstacles and challenges for you to overcome, Divine Masculine. This is your conflict. It's all to do with communication here. Building a bridge. Making amends. The throat chakra here with the blue. It's that bird there. That bird was showing you in that meditation state which way to go. Okay. Outcome, 5 of winter. 5 of swords. So you've got the 5 of, that's the 5 of wands. With the 5 of swords. Walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So I do honestly feel like the Divine Feminine is very much worth your effort, and you know that. The other things you've been focusing on, I feel like you've just abandoned them. And this could cause confusion for some people. It's like, what's got into you? You're being so selfish. And it's like, no, I'm not. I've just centered myself and realised what I have been doing. And we've got the solar plexus chakra. We'll read this one. This is your willpower. You've got your passion, and now you've got that urge and that push from the divine. Solar plexus chakra. The colour is yellow. The sound is ram. The element is fire. The glands are pancreas and adrenal. And the key words, I can. Okay, divine masculine, I can. He can do whatever he wants to do. The solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem and confidence. The energy centre where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance and movement, or breath work with colour. Let's mention colour here. I've got the colour therapy cards here. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerments will help you open and harmonise this area. Okay, so I'm kind of done, guys. I just get bored a little bit easily sometimes. We'll look at the bottom of the deck though. We've got Love Begins. How awesome. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Cups. You can't get no better than that, can you? Okay. Unconditional love with unconditional love. That's a good match, isn't it? Okay. Let's get you a colour therapy card because it mentions it a couple of times. We've got Jade. Take action. I'm not sure that this card's in here. Oh, it is. It's your lucky day. Jade. Take action. Jade is a colour of serenity, tranquility, love and nurturing. It creates balance, harmony and self-sufficiency, releasing negativity from your mind and stimulating ideas, making what is complex seem simpler and doable. Jade is a cleansing colour. Allow Jade to help you take action and make your life easier. Okay, here's the action. Whatever you have been putting off doing, just do it. Let go of any excuses and take action. Think of what you would love and surround yourself and your desires with a jade light. Say, I can do this. It's easy. The universe supports my goals and dreams and manifests them into physical reality. That's it. That's it. Oracle of the Fairies. Belly's rumbling. Celebration! Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Oh, itching. An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way. So it's time to put on your dancing shoes or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance in bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Perhaps you've just forgotten what it's like to have fun. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and in the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritise essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate. Whether you go out or stay in, perhaps you could invite some good old friends round and host your own fairy-themed party or even a fairy ball. Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is a more than worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice and celebrate life in all its magical glory. Do you have a birthday soon? Or is there a special anniversary coming up that may have slipped your mind? Always make sure you keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing. And have your party clothes ready just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where there's always an extra sprinkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent at celebrating. They find the fun even in little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is around you right now. Let's see what the romance angels want to say. And we'll end on these lovers oracles. 1 hour, 12 and 2 seconds. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. The long readings. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Definitely does look like the masculine really quite closed off here. Your love life needs a healthy infusion of honest communication, according to the romance angels. You've been harbouring emotions that are masking your feelings of love. There's still time to heal the situation. However, it will require effort on your part. You may need to initiate an uncomfortable discussion and risk upsetting your partner. In the end, though, this is a necessary move to ensure the health of your relationship. If necessary, schedule an appointment with a counsellor to facilitate the discussion. This professional can steer the conversation away from blame and toward resolution. You can also gain support from free groups such as Emotions Anonymous, Codependence Anonymous or Al-Anon. Meetings are held internationally and online, and you can find them through your internet search engine. Whether you communicate with your partner alone or with a neutral third party, your heart-to-heart discussions will result in personal growth. Remember that you can't control another's reactions. You can only be honest about how you feel and know what you will and won't accept in a relationship. By sharing your feelings, you stand a much better chance of teaching your partner about your needs instead of suffering silently. We're going to have to get a journey of love. But we will pull the Lover's Oracle first and we'll end on. Excuse me, we'll end on the journey of love. Sebastian, who was keeping an eye out. He watched over Ariel, didn't he? We're getting the Lover's Oracle. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, there's a couple there. There's a couple there. Once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. It's the unconditional love here. Looks like it's been a tough winter. It's all very icy. Okay. Love is beyond the brain. Not much to say, is there? Love is beyond the brain. Apart from we need to get wrapped up so I can go out and enjoy this sunshine. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. Okay. And celebrate the sunshine today. It's a beautiful day out there. Okay. Let's just get some more Lovers Oracle though. How many? Just one? Let's see what it says. Yeah, I think that's perfect to leave it on this one. Only time will tell. Okay, so keep going forward, Divine Feminines. And that one now. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Got to get rid of all those unwanted, toxic thoughts. Be gone. Let bygones be bygones. Be gone. Don't know why that looks like such a sad card. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to wait. You create your reality. You create your reality by what you think, dream and imagine. It's time to get out into the sunshine. Hi, Jazz. Hey. Let's get Journey of Love, and I'm going. Ole, 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 feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, boom, 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 boom. The light field, 63. Let's read this. The light field. Okay. The Lovers, but we're going to the light field. You are very open to the other side. Yeah, I felt that here with this. You are very open to the other side. The veil that separates the worlds is very fine for you, for there is much love in your heart, and love exists beyond all barriers, including those of time, distance, and even death. If you wish to communicate with those that have passed on, do so through your heart. If you want to communicate energetically with your beloved, even though you are separated in physical location, then you can do so now. If your psychic abilities are opening and you need confirmation or reassurance, accept this message of guidance as being such. Those who are past can be received fully and peacefully into the light, and your love guides them home. The messages that you sense in your own heart that come from unconditional love, that uplift and reassure, can be trusted. We've got Birdie clarified for us, but we've got two unconditional loves here. So that, I said, are you asking for the next step? And I didn't feel like you was. You might be a bit scared because the communication that you're receiving is to be trusted, okay? And it's new. It's so new to be able to surrender and trust into the guidance that you're hearing in the invisible. The messages that you sense in your own heart that come from unconditional love, that uplift and reassure, can be trusted. The light is so close to you, beloved, it surrounds you as glow from within. This oracle brings you guidance, that you are connecting with a field of awareness that is real, and that you are protected by light as you do so. It is confirming that there is nothing for you to fear, and that those that have passed on or will pass on in future will always be safely held in love. It is also confirmation that there are very real bonds that connect you to your loved ones, past, present and future, that are beyond the confines of time and space. Let's read this poem. When I'm in love, I am not afraid to be. any part of me. I let it all be free for the world to know, and when I'm ready to love, I will create a reflection of who I am, and we will shed our fears, complete our past, and trust love to be our guide. Wow. So when I'm in love, I'm not afraid to be any part of me. I let it all be free for the world to know, and when I'm ready to love, I will create a reflection of who I am, and we shall shed our fears, complete our past, and trust love to be our guide. Beautiful. I'm going to go. Have yourself a fantastic Wednesday, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.